And
Herman Cain cannot come back to the cookouts.
Who?
Herman Cain, he cannot come back.
Herman Cain is dead.
I'm about to say he dead. He won't be coming back to the cookout. That's a damn sure.
He come back. Right. We got bigger problems.
Hey, I'm just
he come back. I'm out, bro.
I'm just throwing.
Hey, good people. Welcome to the No Pod Just Cast show, your weekly hangout spot. I'm your girl, Elle, and I am with my handsome and fabulous and awesome co-host. I got Show. What's up?
What's going on, Elle? What's going on?
Smoke, how you doing? You trill? Okay.
Yeah. This is fabulous. I guess you got fabulous. You want to see.
All right, and Eno looking like a chocolate phone sex operator. What's going on?
Come on now. I'm just setting the mood. That's what I'm doing. I'm setting the mood. Y'all ready? Let's go.
All right. Awesome. So listen, good people, we have some really hot topics for you tonight. We're going to dive deep into some controversial issues. So sit back, get your popcorn, wine, or your gin and juice, whatever makes you loose. And let's dive into these topics.
Get it, get it, get it, get it, huh, get it, huh, get it, huh, get it, hey, get it, huh, get it, huh, get it, hey, get it, huh, get it, huh, get it, huh, get it, yeah, get it, huh, get it, on my soul, ain't no letting up.
All right, my people got this stuff already sipping.
So
our topic tonight, cancel culture versus accountability. I want to start off with the definition of cancel culture, if that's okay. I went to Webster, and this is what Webster told me. Okay,
who is Webster?
Dictionary.
Yeah, we always wanted to know who he was, though. He wrote this book.
Exactly.
Tell us what all these words mean.
Last name Dictionary.
Actually, Smoke and I got some different definitions, but go ahead.
Apparently, okay.
Well, according to Webster, this is cancel culture is the practice of withdrawing support for public figures or companies after they said something or done something that's objectionable. Okay. Then accountability is owning up to your mistakes, making amends, and evolving from them. So the question on the table tonight, guys, is cancel culture a modern day witch hunt? Or is it society finally saying, I'm tired of it and I'm not taking it anymore and I'm standing up for what's right? I'm throwing it to the group. Let's start with you, Show.
Which cancel culture are we talking about? Like, would you say people are standing up now? Because I know for a long time, African Americans, it's hard to prove disrespect or anything within them now. I do understand that a lot of other cultures that are getting the respect that they deserve, but apparently the African American culture is still struggling with that.
Okay. Smoke, you want to weigh in on that?
That's a good question. I think it's both. I mean, it depends on who the person is, who the people are. Depends on who the so-called fans or the people they influence are. We could give some examples like, hey, we keep talking about them, but we go on ahead and start from the top. R. Kelly. I mean, hey, the man is musically a genius.
Correct.
But now he ain't worth two dead flies smushed together for what he did.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
You know,
two dead flies.
I mean, two dead flies smushed together.
Not one.
Just
two pieces of them, right?
Oh man. Okay.
So yeah, that's kind of like, I think that's what you're trying to say, Elle, is like an example, like, hey, I don't care for what he did, but the man's music is top notch.
Okay. So you can separate the man from the music.
Yes. That, but just in some cases, yeah, this would be one of those cases.
Okay. Do you feel like there's times where we as a society, we overreact to certain things? 100%. Or are we just really holding people accountable?
That's a good question too.
Well, you know, back long. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Smoke. My bad.
No. Go ahead.
Okay, so way back in the day, the Roman days, the 300. It's Sparta. Those days right there. They were basically, if that was a problem with a person, whatever, they would like exile them to a faraway place for a certain amount of time, right? And then they would bring them back in after that amount of time, and everybody would embrace them and show them love because they went and served their debt to society, if you will. I feel like nowadays the cancel culture situation is like it's from now on. It's eternal. You know what I mean? Like once you get that cancellation or whatever, it's really hard to come back. So I feel like it's very unforgiving and it's very unfair. It's really a horrible thing.
That's why I said both.
And to add to that, you know, it's amazing that when you look at some past artists that has done things that just unimaginable today, like what is his name? Jerry Lee Lewis. Is that the one who married his 14-year-old stepdaughter or something like that?
Oh, he's not the only one.
You got Woody Allen. You know,
Elvis married Priscilla, and she was just
and these guys would never, you know, I guess back then because there was no such thing as social media or anything like that, or this new type of uprising of people looking at what's wrong. You know, these guys were able to live flourish lives, but I mean, I know it's a different time, but I think it's still the same thing. You know, so. Yeah, I think we need to be able to separate the artist or whoever has done an infraction like that from whatever art that they do. Because as we've seen a lot of times, a lot of entertainers say they are somebody else when they're on stage. They're not who they are off camera. So what people do in the dog, we don't have no idea until it comes to the light. But what they have done that's in the light, which is in their entertainment, if we enjoy it, you know, we got to be able to say, yeah, that's crazy that he did that. But as Smoke used R. Kelly, I mean, his music is great. I mean, he's what you call a genius. But, you know, I can't hold against him for listening to his music to what he does for real. And yes, his music is sexual. But I mean,
every R&B
it's
song
kind of hard. Yeah. It's kind of hard to hold his music against him.
So if R. Kelly were to put out an album now, are you guys buying it?
Yes.
And it was fire now. It's fire.
I'm
Are you
listening.
gonna play it?
I'm listening.
Of course.
I mean,
R. Kelly,
Yes.
R. Kelly can put out a gospel album and it's gonna be bumping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The dude is just
he's a genius.
I mean, he's crazy with it. He's crazy with the lyrics, the vocals, the production. He's crazy with it. I mean, I can't get mad at him.
I got him. I got him on my playlist. Don't get me wrong, bro. But it's a double-edged sword too, because if that man would have did what he allegedly done to them women, if he had done that to my daughter or kids or whatever, it would have been a different story. It's kind of like a double-edged sword. It's almost like we're removing ourselves from the responsibility because we are entertained by his his music or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's like we almost like blinding ourselves to who he is as a person, and we're just enjoying the entertainment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
but I'm rocking with him, bro. It's sad. It's horrible, but that being said, it's just a horrible thing.
But we got some other people like Mr. Pillow Man.
Who that?
I've never heard of him.
My Pillow.
Oh, the CEO guy.
So it's just not entertainment, but yeah. And then you have Target and Walmart right now going through it. Who else? Paula Deen, Martha Stewart.
Hell, Hulk Hogan, bro. You know what I'm saying? Love that dude from way back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And they was calling him a racist, he used the N word. You know what I'm saying? I forgave him.
Hey, man. Listen.
I know everybody do it when they around like white people. It's okay. When you're around your white friends and that's how y'all vibe, that's okay. You just got to know who to say in front of. So Hulk Hogan got a pass from me.
Should you be defined by one moment in time?
Heck no, man.
No, everybody. No. I mean, everybody's allowed to make a mistake or two. We all,
even the N word.
Yeah,
even the N word.
Yeah. Like, I mean, guess what? I mean, because honestly, when we talk about whites or that, we use the C word.
Mm-hmm.
But do that make us
don't?
good?
That
well,
word's
some
whack
people do.
to me.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
some people
whack.
do.
Yeah,
I'm just
some
saying.
people do.
I mean, I'm not just speaking for myself. I'm just saying some people do.
I get it.
And that's and it's like, okay, so when you're around certain people, y'all use words. When they're around their people, they use words. But that don't mean they're bad people.
No, I think it's kind of like getting charged for a crime, going to jail, paying your debt to society, coming back from jail, and then people still saying, "Oh, you're this horrible person. You did X, Y, and Z." But my thing is this: the laws are put in place, the judicial system's put in place. You have your due process. Let's say you did the crime or whatever. Most people, we didn't create these laws and whatever, but like once you go do your time, I feel like once you've done your time, like you gotta give, like they got a clean slate. Like depending on what it is. Now I'm gonna tell you now, if you touching some kids, look here now, hey, look here. Now that you live with that forever, you know what I'm saying? But like if you robbed the Brinks truck, you know what I'm saying? And you did the crime, you did your time, you gotta allow that person to accept that they've done their time and that they have potentially been, had that correction in jail or whatever, and you got to just give them the benefit of the doubt and let them come back out, say their apologies or whatever, and go on about their life. But the cancel culture, that culture doesn't allow you to do that. It's horrible.
Well, let me play devil's advocate really, really quick. When you said touching some kids, R. Kelly technically touched a child when he touched Aaliyah. I'm sorry. I'm just saying.
But wait a minute. But they also behind the story. But respectfully, there are some behind the scenes things that was told that we all forgot. Because remember, her parents faked her birth certificate. They admitted that.
I didn't think the parents did it, but because when I watched the documentary, that a handler that was working with R. Kelly had that done at the courthouse because she had gotten pregnant. So they changed the birth certificate. But we'll have to do.
Yeah, but I remember now he actually married her, but her parents didn't have no objections to it.
They sure did.
So
so she's underage, and they don't say nothing.
They condone.
They are just as guilty.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but either way, R. Kelly knew the girl was 15. Let's get
no. No. That's not true. He found out after the fact. That's why the marriage got annulled.
I don't believe
after
that, but okay.
He touched her.
I mean, he did more than touch her. She got
well, now if you ask, you gotta be careful because you asked me two different questions. You saying after you touched her? I mean, don't know about that. But as far as like the marriage part of it, at that time he didn't.
Okay. Well, either way, I guess my question is, where do you guys draw the line in the sand when it comes to cancel culture? What is the one thing I know Eno said is touching kids for him, where you're like, you know what, you can never come back from this.
Right. Well, actually, let me back up a little bit. As you already know, that's already a no comeback from that because once you get caught touching kids, if you get out of jail, you are limited to where you can live. You're always known as a sex offender.
You can't live in no parks, nowhere where kids. No.
Yeah, so you can kind of like bet that your life gonna be a struggle, because how many places can you go where there's really no kids? You got to like stay over a nightclub or something. So you won't be around no kids. You know what I mean?
Yes, I'm
right. So outside of that, where do you all draw the line?
Well, I don't know. I think that let me give some examples of people. For me, Bill Cosby, I draw the line with Bill Cosby. Let that man live. Yeah, he did some things a long time ago that was not right.
So that's a statute of limitations.
Well, I mean, the man 80 years old. I'm not saying he shouldn't have went to jail.
Right.
But I kind of wish he would have went to jail when the women was first trying to get him locked up, and he was obviously protected from that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But it just seems like once we find out that he was trying to buy a certain network, they decided to go ahead and follow through. They said, yeah, let's go and get him now. You know what I'm saying?
This dude is too powerful.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, there were people complaining about him, but they didn't follow through until he tried to make some power moves.
Made that power move by the network.
Okay. So there's a limitation. What about you? You know, any kind of lines in the sand for you?
Well, once again, I just don't like the fact that it's just so indefinite. You know what I mean? That's the issue I have. And then the fact that somebody can say something without really having, you know, a whole lot of proof about something, and people will just jump on the bandwagon and just ride it out. So it's like you just subject to, you know, to whatever comes out, whether the truth comes out or not. You're along for the ride. Once you've been tagged or whatever, you know, the council tag. Once you get that tag, it's like it's almost nothing you can do. I don't like the fact that it's crazy. People would jump on that bandwagon and ride it, don't even know where they're going, bro. You know what I'm saying? Based off no facts at all.
Yeah, and then you got some people who get canceled out just because of their political beliefs. You know, you know, what was it? Snoop and Nelly kind of got in some issues, and then we remember talking about Chrisette Michelle. Is that her name? Because she's saying that Trump's inaugural, and it's like these people. This is their job. They're entertainers. So if they entertain Republicans, Democrats.
Well, now with Snoop, let's be real with Snoop. Now Snoop before told people anybody that does anything with Trump is lame, or however he said it. And then he turned around and, you know, you got to remember what you say, bro, in the public.
Well, and he also
it was hypocritical then.
Yeah. You can't come back and then, well, you know, I'm gonna go out here and do it. It's gonna be all right. They're not gonna remember what I said. Oh no, brother.
The internet is very unforgiving, and they don't forget anything.
Yeah, and then the fact that, you know, he cussed out or he threatened Gayle King, you know, a few years ago. It was like, man, you're a man. You don't sit back and speak to no woman like that for no reason. Like Gayle King ain't did nothing to you. But you know what? For some reason, I noticed the white people love him all of a sudden. I mean, this man was the ambassador of the Olympics. How you go from doing all this stuff you did? Okay, he's a habitual smoker. Okay, fine. And he's one of the ambassadors of the doggone Olympics.
That man had a murder charge back in the day. What was the other thing? It was something else, brother. Oh crap. He just had a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? You know,
hey, man, he been forgiven.
People, so apparently, I guess he kind of was he ever really canceled though? I think he just kind of went through
he was never canceled.
Exactly.
Well, they tried to, but you know, they gave him wasn't he partnered up with Martha Stewart, so they were trying to soften him up.
The gangster, the blood Krypton, you know, he was an alleged gangbanger and all of that, but somehow that man made it through the smoke, bro. He made it through the smoke and weathered the storm, and now look at him. He on top of the world.
Well, here go another one for you. Monique. I still think they do.
Man, they blackballed.
They blackballed the heck out of her.
Oh man, that was horrible, bro.
Yeah, they did Monique wrong. They did Kanye West wrong.
Well, you know, of course they were gonna do Kanye West wrong. He was putting out too many secrets.
He had a lot of anti-Semitic stuff, you know, and when you come for the Jewish population, you know, you're gonna get got. But I wonder this question too, though: do we as African Americans, are we really quick to forgive more so than other races?
I feel like we are.
Because we invite you right back to the cookout.
Right back to the cookout. Very true.
Depends on who you are.
Okay.
Definitely. That definitely depends on who you are. And
Herman Cain cannot come back to the cookout.
Who?
Herman Cain. He cannot come back to
Herman Cain is dead.
I'm about to say he dead. He won't be coming back to the cookout. That's damn sure.
He come back. Right. We got bigger problems.
I'm just throwing.
He come back. I'm out, bro.
I'm just throwing out some names. That dude there, if he was alive, God rest his soul, he ain't coming to no cookout. He ain't allowed to play spades. He go eat the potato salad with the raisins in it.
Right.
That's what he's entitled to.
Okay, so who else can't come to the cookout? Who else are you all canceling?
I don't really ride with the cancel culture, man.
Yeah,
I think it's whack.
Okay.
Wait a minute. No. It's some people. We need to cancel out. I'm telling you right now. Charlie Pride, he gone.
Charlie Pride. I'm sorry. Who is Charlie Pride? My bad.
He's the first black.
He's a country singer, man.
Yeah.
Why you gonna get
Charlie Pride got to go. He stayed right on over there.
Hold on, he the first black what now?
He's the first black country singer.
Oh yeah, I don't follow anything country. I can't stand it.
He got to go.
Okay,
he got to go.
I mean, so K. Michelle done went country. Beyonce done went country.
Now hold on. Y'all know doggone well Beyonce ain't doing no country music. That's that same old
her last album was country music.
That ain't no country music she was doing.
I mean, I haven't heard it. I just know she wearing cowboy hats and cowgirl boots now.
Yeah.
We're not canceling Beyonce for country. Why would you cancel Charlie Pride? What has Charlie Pride done? Just curious.
He country music singer. He ain't want to sing our music. We want some rhythm and blues singers. He doing.
I mean, that's the music he like though, bro.
No, man.
You gonna hold that against that man because he like
Charlie Pride. I don't know about that, bro.
Potato salad with the raisins in it.
That's what he get.
So let me ask this question. Let's kind of take it off of celebrities really quick because cancel culture can affect just everyday people. So I want to ask you guys, do you think it's fair when employers look at your Facebook, look at your tweets, look at your Instagrams that you might have tweeted something years ago before you are the person that you are now, and you might have tweeted something that was a little controversial, and they look at that and decide if they want to extend employment to you or not? Do y'all think that's fair? That's bogus, that's a little bit of cancel culture as well.
It is, man. I think that's extremely bogus because, when I'm 20 years old and I'm getting, toe up off of whatever I'm drinking on and having crazy parties and just wilding out. Now I'm like, fast forward 20 years, I'm trying to get this job. Bro, I was an adolescent. I was a young adult doing just crazy stuff. Like, why should I always have to pay for that? You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I did it. And then I feel like most of the time, if it's something like drinking, smoking weed, acting crazy and wild, you know what I'm saying? Just a good young fun. Like, it need to be chopped up as just good young fun. And now you're 40, you got kids. You got a mortgage now. You're not the same person. So the fact that they hold that against you, that's whack, bro. That's whack. Give them a chance. Find out who they are. Give them an interview. They are not that same 20-year-old. Nobody at 40 is acting the same way they did when most people are not acting the same way they did when they were 20. So it's whack. Totally whack.
As Janet Jackson said, I'm worried about what have you done for me lately.
Come on now, bro.
We can't keep worrying about what you did at 19, like Eno said.
Right.
I do think people, that is kind of like a way for them to wean you out, to maybe put somebody else in position that they prefer. One of their friends,
just want to justify that. Right.
Yeah, justification. I call it a format. And it happens a lot at my job. We're just gonna do this just to be politically correct so it won't be no issues. They already know who they go hire. They already know who they had in mind, and that's just that's the way it is, But is it right? Heck no.
Politics.
There was a time in my profession where it didn't matter what age you was. If you even posted a picture of you holding a drink, that was it, and they might even fire you for that.
That's whack.
Because see, the justification of that is, the people that you oversee or deal with, or they might see it and get influenced. Like me, I'm in education, so students are always trying to find their teachers, on these social platforms. So they expect you to hold some type of responsibility of how you post what you post. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be careful with that because they don't want you to be a negative influence on the students. So if students see you out there twerking or you getting your drink on, now you're implementing a different vision of who you really are when you're in the classroom with them. And somehow you can lose respect from those students, anything like that. So it's unfair. It's unfair. But what I say is, even if you are in that professional world like that, you do have a responsibility of being careful of what you post. You know what I mean? Because I've had students find my post and they ask me to be their friends, and guess what I hear? Reject.
Right. Well, picture this, man. Picture this.
Right? I don't want you. I'm not trying to be your friend.
Right. Picture this. Let me draw a picture for you. All right. Follow me now. The year is 1990. The place is Atlanta, Georgia. The occasion is Black College Weekend, aka Freaknik. Now, come on now.
Hey,
you may not show you.
I wasn't of age.
So you may not have always wanted to be an educator. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't.
Right. I know you later on in life you decided that. So back in 1991, let's just say you're having a good time. The most popular car at that time was the little Suzuki, little Jeep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's say you had some young ladies shake dancing and doing their thing on the back of your Jeep. You smoking, you drinking, you doing all of that. You know what I'm saying? Right. The Geo Tracker. Right. You're just having a good time, good fun time, right? Let's get time you was 21. You in college or whatever, You rush the city, man, because you heard that this thing be off the chain, bro. You want to be a part of it. And you jacking the food, you having a good time. You ain't doing anything, dangerous or illegal. You just literally having fun. You might have some alcohol. You might have a little weed, whatever. Having a good time nonetheless.
Nah, I ain't had no weed. But
fast forward about 20 years, right? You decide, I want to be an educator, right? And, you got this thing about, helping out the kids or whatever, trying to be a positive role model in your community. You know what I'm saying? And let's say you give to different organizations, you volunteer your time, you do all this amazing stuff in your life, right? So my problem with the cancel culture is they pay more attention to that adolescent time than they do what you're doing, like the time of right now, which is when you're doing your best work in the community and everything. You the best man that you will probably ever be right now. You know what I'm saying?
Correct.
And you should get hired for any job, teaching or whatever. You know what I mean? So my thing is this: if we understand that they say the brain doesn't fully develop until you're about 25 years old. All right, so just knowing that, and you're 21, acting a fool, but having a good time, a good legal time. You know what I'm saying? But a good time nonetheless.
Well,
your brain at that time wasn't even fully developed. And now that developed brain of yours, you're an amazing person. Correct. So I don't like the fact that they just, you are this amazing person. Be doctor this and yada yada, all this amazing stuff going on. But they just paying attention to, y'all saw Mr. Show back in 91 on the back of that, that Suzuki just cutting up back in the food. Yeah, that's what I don't like, man. Kind of big, but yeah. Right, I don't like. Right, exactly. Box Chevy, you know what I'm saying? The photo, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, with the trues and Vogues on it. But yeah, there you go. That's the part I don't like, man. Like you can't. Yeah. Like everybody got a history in the past. You know what I mean?
I will say I was sweating when that documentary came out. That's all.
Hey,
I was nervous.
Oh my God.
I was a little young. I can't say I had an opportunity to indulge into all the festivities.
No, because actually the Freaknik actually happened in what 93, the first one. 93 or 94.
I know it's early 90s though.
I was in college. I was in college.
Mm-hmm. I was in middle school.
That was y'all first Freaknik. Freaknik been going on since the 80s.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it didn't spread all over Georgia.
Yeah.
Until then, But Yeah, so I feel what you're saying. I feel what you're saying.
Yeah.
And
you got to give a man a chance, man.
That is not fair.
Give him a chance.
Took the show back.
But hey,
yeah, because
but
he over there smiling, man.
It didn't cancel. It didn't cancel
Right.
Marion Barry. It didn't cancel him.
They voted him back in.
Yeah, he got caught twice smoking crack.
Yeah, that's so different though. That's when you really picking your poison, because apparently it wasn't nobody running, and you just pick your poison. You know what? Let me get that crack here. He did all right.
So is it the person or is it the act that makes you more susceptible to getting canceled?
I think it's both.
The person, if you are any kind of minority, be it black, Mexican, female, any kind of minority, LGBT, yeah, if it's that, then yeah, it's kind of hard to come back from it. But the act does matter, but so does the person. Some people get a pass. Yeah, some people get a pass.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about forgiveness when it comes to cancel culture. You kind of brought this up. Can we forgive but also hold people accountable? And what does that look like?
Oh, wait, man. Ooh. Shout out to my man, one of my favorite comedians, Dave Chappelle. Bernie Mac been done, but Dave Chappelle. You know what? Let's take it up. Dave Chappelle, Bernie Mac. I would say that if Bernie Mac was a running day, and he had that whole skit from the Kings of Comedy, where he said that little 2-year-old was a homosexual, and the words he used during that whole skit, he would have been canceled.
He called him the F word.
What? It was what word? I'm sorry.
The F word.
Well, yeah, I know he had some choice words, but he couldn't. He would have been super canceled. But then fast forward, Dave Chappelle, one of my favorite comedians, once again, been following for a very long time. He went through a whole little cancel culture situation, and his back and forth with the LGBT community, and just my thing is, like, for me, comedy is funny is funny, basically. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to comedians, I feel like they should get a pass, because that, like, when you go to especially go into a comedy show, you sitting down, you chilling, like, they gonna say some crazy stuff, like, it's got to be expected. But for them to be for you to take their words like literally, and just like the Kevin Hart thing would be a whole nother thing, where he used talking about his son too. You know what I'm saying? Talking about using the F word and whatever. But it's like, they comedians, bro. I thought they had a pass. As long as I've been enjoying comedy, I've always given comedians a pass. So the ones I don't like, that I might feel like are risque, I ain't hating on them. I'm probably just not gonna pay attention to them. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna go to the ones that the ones I do like, the ones I can more so relate to. But counseling any comedian, that's devil's play. That's horrible, man.
Yeah,
that's horrible.
I want to know why is cancel culture so prevalent to our culture? Because when you think about it, you don't never hear that in any other culture, in entertainment, where they trying to cancel somebody. There are some Caucasian comedians out there pushing the envelope with some black jokes now. Mm-hmm. And I don't hear nobody talking about canceling them.
That's my thing. So those comedians, if I'm offended, I'm just not listening. But I'm not gonna cancel them, because I know that my favorite black comedians are gonna be saying some crazy stuff about white folks. Some white comedians, it's not racial. It's just like some of it is a little risque. You got kind of like on that little borderline or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, they push the envelope now.
Right, but it's some white comedians out here that are excellent comedians, and that's a beautiful thing. So if they going a little, below the belt, I'm just gonna be like, I ain't gonna cancel them. I'm just like, I'm gonna go listen to this old Bernie Mac or something, because this dude right here, he on something else.
There's a couple of white comedians I know that's been canceled. The guy who played on Seinfeld, he played Kramer. And he said the N-word at one of his comedy shows. He got canceled pretty bad. Gilbert Gottfried.
He got canceled because he was still on Seinfeld. Now Seinfeld was still running.
No, Seinfeld was already in syndication. Those were reruns. But he was doing comedy tours, and he got canceled. And then Gilbert Gottfried, the guy who was, he's the comedian. He was
the little Jewish guy
on the Affleck. He made a really off-color joke.
Yep.
And he got canceled pretty bad. So
yeah, I mean, it happens.
These are just one moment in time, one joke. Should that define your entire career?
Nope. Hell to the no. To the no, no.
Right.
Nope.
So, and going back to the path of redemption, a lot of people like to say, oh, I'm going to go into therapy. I'm going to get some help. I'm going to, do all these other things to kind of get my life together. Do y'all believe it? What do y'all feel about that? Is it necessary?
No, that's your PR people in your ear saying this is what you need to do in order to get out of this crap and get back to where you need to be in the limelight or whatever. So the PR stuff, like I get it, and you got to say certain things to make it seem like, oh, even down to the apologies. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, okay, if you said something you truly sorry for it, or if I don't know what line is of saying racist stuff and just being funny. You know what I mean? I think it's just one of them things that
But you know what though? It's kind of unfair because on one hand we say, oh, he only apologizing because they got caught.
Right.
But then what if them getting caught actually do shake them up? And they
I was about to say that
what it could have done to them, and they like, man, I almost blew it.
Right, blew the whole bag.
So can we just be so mad and be like, I don't care if you do apologize. I don't think that's fair. We do. Mm-hmm. Everybody deserves a chance to redeem themselves when they do something. I mean, that's like when Diddy got. You know what I'm saying? Is everybody gonna turn their back on Diddy?
Free Diddy.
You know what I mean?
Free Diddy.
Well, and just like one of my favorite athletes, Michael Vick, it's almost like he couldn't get a fair shot after what he went through. And
that was
he
horrible.
Paid his debt to society.
He paid his debt to society.
And you know what?
But he was murdering.
It's because who he was.
Animals.
Let me say this.
He was murdering animals.
Let me say something.
Dogs in particular.
He was killing dogs.
And I'm a dog lover. I have a dog.
Can I say something, y'all?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
No.
Can I please say something?
You cannot support that guy.
Right.
He was killing dogs. Do you hear me? Dogs.
So listen. I'm gonna put it out there. I am an avid. I think everybody on here are Atlanta Falcons fans.
Oh, that is.
And I'm going to say this. Arthur Blank, if you see this, put that man in the ring of honor, man. What you doing? Stop. Get that man a red coat, man.
Vic don't need no ring of honor.
Get that man.
Vic got his money back, and Vic is
get that man. I don't care, but he still, but he redeemed himself. He sold out the most tickets as a Falcon player. Get that man.
Correct.
A red coat. At least that. I don't know if he's gonna ever get in the Hall of Fame, but honor that man at some point. That man shot you to the roof. You know what I'm saying? Even though he didn't win every game he played, but he was the most electrifying Falcon we ever had. He filled that stadium up. Give that man a red coat. That's all I'm saying.
But see, that he has to consider his business, right?
100%. So that was a business move, bro.
What does that look like for the franchise?
Yep. Exactly.
Are we gonna forgive him or not?
Not just the franchise, the whole NFL.
I'm just saying from Arthur Blank's perspective.
He is forgiven. I mean, Arthur Blank has forgiven.
But still, what he did off the field doesn't resonate what he did on the field. See that what we talking about? We talking about separating the two, right?
Yeah, but
somebody has to step up. Somebody has to step up.
He killing dogs. He don't do that.
Yeah. Even after going to prison and paying his debts to society, and he got out, they still gave him hell, bro.
Listen, hold up. But y'all talking about he worried about his business. The Eagles weren't worried about it. They resigned the man. They let the man back into the league.
That was after he paid his debt.
He paid
so he done paid his debt. So why is it that now that he done paid his debt, why is it that he can't be put up in the ring of honor?
Because
let's look at it like this.
Because of the dogs.
I know we're just talking about it, but honestly, if I was in Michael Vick's shoes, I wouldn't give a damn about no ring of honor. I'm just being honest. I mean, he's won. He's gotten back
And he
so
might
much
not.
more.
He might
and
not.
He's gotten back so much more than just worrying about wearing a red coat. I mean, this man, he only got that lost all his money and earned it all of it back.
Yes, he did. Yes,
I mean, he's a good husband. He's a good father.
Yes, he is.
And ain't nothing more he can do. He done been in commentary on Fox.
This could be way worse.
I'm not saying that he's worried about getting it, but me as somebody on the outside looking in, all these other people have forgiven him. Like you said, he's been on Fox. He now has a coaching job in Norfolk. He's been forgiven by a lot of people, and we're saying that he doesn't deserve or he shouldn't have to worry about it. I think as one of the great Falcons to play for the team in the city, he deserves it. I mean,
I totally agree with you.
I'm separating the man off the field from the man that was on the field. That's all I'm saying.
Right. But we can do that because we ain't the owners of the Falcons. But now, if I put my feet in his shoes for the great of business, like El said, it might not be the best idea. Everything you're saying is correct. But now, if you was Arthur Blank and this is your business, this is how you feed your family. You gotta look at it in a different thing, because you'll be like,
but I'm trying to understand if that how is that gonna hurt Arthur Blank more than it would have hurt the Eagle organization once he got out of jail to let him come back and play ball. He was still active, he was still playing, but it obviously didn't hurt their team. So you saying only in Atlanta?
Well, one thing, before
only in Atlanta will the Falcons be hurt by them putting that man up in the ring on.
Well, when he
doesn't play no more or nothing.
So you got to also look at the stuff that he did while he was with the Falcons. We're not just talking about the great things, but remember, Arthur pulled him in the office and he straight up bold-faced lied in his face.
Okay.
So there are some accountability
this time.
Yes, but there's some accountability and principalities that you got to look at too.
And it also boils down to
understand.
Hey, ticket sales matter, bro. You know what I'm saying? These folks, you got to think about these season ticket holders. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of money like behind all of that whole thing, bro. It's business at the end of the day. These folks got to sell tickets. So if Arthur Blank don't get that man, if Arthur Blank just welcome him back in and Greg code him and all that, like he ain't did nothing, I just feel like organization as a whole is gonna really just take an L, because that ticket ain't gonna be affected by them lack of ticket sales. It's like business at the end of the day. Business.
Think about it.
Don't you think that there's two different fan bases we're talking about? We're talking about the Eagles fan base versus we're talking about the Falcons fan base.
Well, yeah, but here's the thing. Well, yeah, the thing is, we all talking about council culture, and that's the whole thing. Arthur ain't trying to get. I don't blame him for that. He ain't trying to cancel his
right.
Culture.
He don't want to get canceled.
So if Michael Vick did what he did, if Michael Vick did what he did with the Eagles, it would have been the same thing up there. It would have been the same result. They're not going to take him back. They're not.
I mean, I've seen where they have allowed this man to ride on the back of a car through the stadium. He goes up to the Falcons practices all the time. You allow him to do all these things. I mean,
that's called forgiveness. That's called forgiveness.
Okay.
That's called forgiveness.
And maybe at some point he will get that honor, because I know they just gave Pete Rose
finally after he did
let him into the Hall of Fame. He is dead, yes, and it took a lot of petitioning. It took years to get there, but he did make it.
I mean,
long story short,
how many years is that? I mean, that was in the 80s, so we talking
about like 40 years.
Yeah,
but he got canceled for 40 years.
Yeah, and you know what? And he did. And he said, I might get inducted after I die, and that's exactly what happened.
Well, that's how they do it anyway.
Yeah.
So there's hope, basically.
Let's just hope Michael Vick get it. But
I'm just saying, of course, Michael Vick might not be worried about it, but it's just a personal thing for me. I'm like, if we're gonna forgive the man, let's forgive the man. You can't forget what he did for you, regardless of it did hurt the team when he got caught, he got locked up.
But he has been forgiven. I mean, Arthur's forgiven. Yeah. Like I said, he's at the facilities. He's still being spoke of. It's just that, hey man, we can't do this we can't do this right here, but I forgive you. And that's, you
and
know,
some people equate, they get just as angry when you hurt dogs as you would hurting kids. Some people kind of,
they get mad. They get,
PETA is no joke.
Real mad when you hurt an animal.
And even though he didn't technically do it, I think he just bankrolled the operation.
He did something. He admitted to killing some of the dogs. So.
Okay. And on top of that, it's just the fact that he lied.
The
way his behavior at the time, when they was interviewing him, and he's like, "I'm Michael Vick."
Kind of like how they doing Shador right now.
Yeah,
they say he was too arrogant. He was too arrogant.
So they're making an example out of him.
Oh,
they did.
They broke him down.
Right.
But he rose back.
And that's a form. And to me, I don't know about that. That's a form of council culture too. It's like,
tell me about that.
I mean, it's like the kid was on top of the world. This man was one of the most he's one of the most accurate passers, had one of the worst offenses to work with. He was still one of the top quarterbacks in college. And you sit back and do him the way he did because 2 teams went back and they actually lied on him and said he was unprofessional in the interviews. And
you talking about Shador now?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And when it all came out, it was turned out to be lies.
And because listen, man,
and we know who
regardless
Deion
of how
is.
you feel about his father, you honestly gonna tell me that Deion did not prep him for those interviews?
You know that's not true.
That man ain't going there with no headphones on. I'm sorry.
No.
It was just it's really what they were doing was making him pay for what Deion did when he first came to the league.
It's really sad. Facts,
and it's like they've been holding that for a long time, and then they might be adding in what he did when he was in the major league, when he threw that water on the interview. What the guy name was? Smoke.
I can't remember.
Yeah, if he threw some water on this guy, and they had just won the NCLS championship, and I mean, Deion was cocky.
But he backed it up.
Yeah, he backed up everything he said. But they and the problem was they really couldn't do nothing about it because he was who he said he was. Mm-hmm. They said, okay, but we know how to get you now, and they did it. And then what's sad about it, man, now you find out after the fact, when his son was being railroaded in the draft, this man knew he had cancer.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time. Now, they didn't know that, but you don't know what people are going through, and it's a shame that they did this to that family. I'm gonna say that. Now, I'm not the biggest fan of them like that. I do think he's the greatest cornerback to ever play. But it's just, I'm all about fairness, man. You can't make this man kids pay for what you feel about him.
But they do it all the time.
But once again, it's butt breaking.
Yeah, and he also the way Deion carried himself back in the day and the way he is, it's a form of redemption because he's became one of the most, influential guys.
Images, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And he's giving it to the kids.
And then he is religious. He's a Christian. He has no qualms of talking about that.
No, it's not afraid. Him and Tim Tebow.
Yeah. So
Tim Tebow's another one.
It could be a number of reasons why. Yeah. There was a video. They showed some young men. It was a couple in the NBA where they said, "I want to give honor to Jesus Christ, who was the head of my life," and they cut that part out of the interview. It's been going on for a minute.
Yeah, Tim Tebow got cut out for just religious purposes. They didn't like him.
I never understood that. I didn't understand that. I didn't understand why they would do that. That's what I didn't understand. Why would you? I mean, because he would kneel, I think, after a touchdown or something.
Well, he always go thank God, or he's always go thank God for whatever happened.
Because
and I didn't understand why that was an issue. Why you would get canceled for that? That's just crazy to me.
Because there are atheists out there. There are people who don't believe in that particular religion. That particular religion get the most criticism because people want to say it's hypocritical and all of that. But the problem is that it's a cancel culture when it comes to Christianity. They don't want to hear you talking about Jesus.
Well, he was a winner. That's another thing. He never lose. He never lost.
Entertainment. Let's be real. It's demonic. People don't want to believe that, but it's demonic. That's why you hear about all these Illuminatis and all these secret societies. When you look at let's use comedians again. Let's go back to that. There are certain comedians that are not funny than those who are not getting the bag. That are not getting the bag. They should be getting the bag. But there's certain comedians out there that's making big money. Come on now. They're not as funny as some are.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
go ahead, El.
You got to play the game.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Play the game. And one last athlete I want to bring up is Kaepernick, because I felt like he was extremely canceled.
Ultimate.
During the Black Lives Matter movement and him kneeling on the field. And I just always felt with that was that he never asked anybody to join him. He just said, this is what I'm going to do. I want to protest in this way. Yeah. And we all have a right to protest, right? And so a reporter just happened to ask him, why are you doing this? And he answered the question. And then it just blew up everywhere, became a big deal. The president, called them SOBs and all that. And I didn't understand, if you have a right to protest and that's how you want to do that, you should be able to do that and you not get canceled for that. And I just thought for him not being able to get another quarterbacking job, out of control. So
he did have an opportunity, but he didn't take it.
Well, but he's not working now, correct?
No.
Okay.
I mean, the man is standing on his. I don't know. That's his business, because he, if he gonna stand on what he said, I guess he feel like ain't no need of me coming back somewhere that didn't want me in the first place because I was doing my constitutional right.
Yeah.
Why would you want to come back and play for an organization that or any organization that was against you speaking up for Black Lives Matter? He did a peaceful protest.
Extremely peaceful.
That means you don't respect his ideas and his thoughts.
That's very true.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't make no scene. They saw it, and this man was by the bench kneeling. He wasn't on the side.
Right.
He was by the bench.
But it's a bunch of racial undertones in that whole thing, though, bro. That's
so
straight race, bro.
If you know that people don't respect that of you, why would you come back?
Well, he tried. I mean, but he did try to come back, and he stood him up here in Atlanta. But it is what it is.
I mean, maybe that man realized that he ain't wanted no more either.
Well,
we don't know why he
maybe.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, maybe he went off his moral principles.
Could be, or working at Target. It's a little rough.
We're gonna wrap up our cancel. Say it again. Go ahead, Joe.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Joe.
No, I said we don't know what that man doing. But go ahead.
Who, Kaepernick?
Yeah.
Oh, he living off his wealth.
We know what he ain't doing.
He ain't a poor.
Yeah, he ain't poor at all.
All right.
Yeah. So he good.
Okay, well, we're going to wrap up this segment of our show. Any final thoughts from the group? Cancel culture versus accountability. Any lasting final words from anybody?
Yes.
Man, be careful what you post on the internet.
A man that lies on the floor can never roll and fall out of bed.
I'll just say, don't let the cancel culture, let there be a time limit on it. Like, give people time and respect enough to recover from it and do whatever they got to do to make it right. I just don't like the fact that it's like, it's almost, indefinite. It's too much.
Yeah,
right.
But on a serious note, we just should always be more forgiving on certain situations. We shouldn't always just be so quick to just cut them off.
Facts.
Some things, yes. Some things, no.
All right. Well, that's our show, everybody. We are the No Pod Just Cast crew. Thanks for hanging out with us. Make sure you like and subscribe. And we'll see you next week. Have a good one.